Operation Overlord by Andrew
and Chris. The planning of Operation Overlord was by the Anglo-American military leaders who met at the St. Paul's School on Hammersmith Road in western London.
Hello, Montgomery.
Hello, Commander.
As you know, we need a plan to invade France and break what the Nazis call the Atlantic Wall.
Yep, I agree. Another front will help defeat the Nazi Empire quicker, and that's definitely what we need to be doing.
We do. But the question is, where do we invade? Where should we land in France?
Well, sir, there's a lot of options we can choose from. We could possibly land at the narrowest point, which is only about 21 miles between France and Britain. Or we can land at the beaches near Calais. That may work for us as well.
That is a good idea. It's only 21 miles, so we can get troops there quickly and all that. But the problem I see, what I see from our intel, that it is considered unsound, and this is due because they're small beaches. Plus, the beaches are also exposed to storms from the channel. And that will not be great for the invading forces.
It's close, but we don't want another disaster on our hands either. We've got to figure this out.
We do. How about an idea from the U.S. War Department? They suggest that we could tunnel beneath the seabed. It would only take 15,000 men and about 55 tons of spoil to move, and we can be right on France and start the invasion force underneath the wall.
Yeah, that's an idea, but I think they would just be waiting there for us. Then all the hard work that we'd have done had been for nothing. What do you think about the beaches of Normandy? That might be an option for us.
They might be. And also from looking at the map, I can see that the beaches aren't so exposed to storms from the channel. That would be very beneficial to us.
Landing at the beaches will allow us to be near Cherbourg as well. This will give us an opportunity and an important port which we can use to supply the invasion forces. I think that we may look into this.
We definitely have to. And also another benefit is that Normandy is in range of 200 Allied fighters' airfields, which we can use to help cover the invading land forces and also give us control of the skies and help those boys down on the ground. And with the control of the skies, we can send in paratroopers to secure targets inland for us that would help us push into France and give us a foothold.
Yeah, I think those beaches are the best chance we've got to invade France. We need to open up a second front. But if we're going to send them in, we need to send the soldiers into this party seeing red. Nothing must stop them. If we send them into the battle this way, then we shall succeed in defeating Germany.
You're right, we do have to send them in seeing red. But we're also going to need for the initial assault about 150,000 men. And with those men to cross the channel, we're going to need 5,000 ships. We're also going to need 50,000 vehicles on land to help get our boys to where they need to be going. And also 11,000 aircraft just to get the paratroopers where they have to be and also help cover our boys on the ground. And with the paratroopers, we're going to need 13,000 of them just to secure targets inland.
Yeah, that's a lot. We're gonna have to do something. Do you think those Nazis are dumb enough to fall for a decoy? We may want to think about coming up with a plan like that.
The Nazis might be dumb enough to fall for a decoy. We should definitely see if it works out for us, because it will definitely help our boys on the ground. Operation Bodyguard was the plan that the Allies needed. This operation consisted of 6 decoy divisions. And these divisions moved what they called inflatable tanks to fake out the Nazis. And to help it make it more believable, Eisenhower decided to have Patton lead this operation. One, because he'll make it definitely more believable and get those Nazis to fall for the plan. And the whole point of the mission was to fake an invading force to invade Calais and to obscure where the Allies would actually really land. And it was very successful, actually. The Allies did get Rommel to believe that the Allies would invade Calais, so he sent his forces a good chunk of his forces and built up more defenses on Calais to, stop the Allies from invading. But the Allies were smart, and they didn't invade Calais because, one, it was unstable, and they knew if this plan did work, the Nazis would fall for it. And now with the Nazis believing that the Allies will land near Calais, on the night of June 5th, the Allies sent in 3 airborne divisions. They sent in the 101st Airborne, and their objective was to secure the southern flank, and also seize positions west of Utah Beach. And also they were supposed to help eliminate any German beach defenses to help out the invading forces, help push inwards to get a good foothold in France. The second one was the 82nd Airborne Division, and their purpose was to destroy vital German supplies and bridges. And they're also to help capture causeways leading inland to help the Allies push inward and towards France. And finally, the 6th Airborne Division was to secure the eastern flank, and it was supposed to capture 2 important bridges. One of the bridges was on the Caen Canal, and the other one was on the Rhine River. And what it was like for the Allies to land, for the paratroopers was like, this is how it was for them.
And they kept jumping.
And as you could see, that the paratroopers were under heavy fire when they're coming down, and plus they were scattered, and actually a bunch of them missed their targets of where they were supposed to land. But at the end of the day, the airbornes did their jobs and got the targets they needed to get.
After all the plans have been set, it is now time to put them into place. On June 6, 1944, 156,000 Allied soldiers stormed the 5 beaches of Normandy, with Utah Beach being added to the plans at the 11th hour so the Allies could be within striking distance of the port city of Cherbourg. Being weighed down by their heavy equipment, many of the men drowned in the flooded marshes. After noticing this area was less protected by the Germans, U.S. Brigadier General Theodore Roosevelt Jr. stated, "We'll start the war from here." In the aftermath of the invasion, the beaches that experienced the bloodiest of the battles was Omaha. Army intelligence underestimated the number of German soldiers in the area. The carnage became so severe that Mark Bradley, U.S. Lieutenant General, considered abandoning the operation. They finally received assistance from the group of Army Rangers who scaled the cliffs between Utah and Omaha beaches, along with U.S. warships that moved in to be close to the shores to fire at the Germans. Here is what the men experienced in Omaha. Beginning of the New World. This is the victory. It opened a third front for the liberation of the people and set the fate of Europe for the next 50 years.